Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 3. As always, my name is Phil, and today we have Game 11 of Group 1. The format rules are in the description below, but joining me for this, we have...
Hi guys, it's Amy.
Hey, Amy, welcome back to Flight Academy. First order, all across the board for you, just the way you like it.
This makes me very happy. Very happy.
It is an interesting matchup and a really good fun matchup, but it looks like the pilots are getting straight in there, so let's quickly run through those lists. So you guys are probably quite familiar with who we have now, but on the left we have Ben running Midnight with Duke, Pattern Analyzer and Shield Upgrade. Light, simple, straightforward, quite effective. And who have we got on the other side and what are they flying?
I believe this is you. This is you on the other side with Quick Draw, fielding Fanatical, Pattern Analyzer, Proton Rockets, Special Forces Gunner, Fire Control System, and a Shield Upgrade.
All the tricks and tools that a good Quick Draw likes.
Oh yes.
So yeah, good little setup there. Looks like we are going to be going straight into some shots. So this is one of those few games where we actually have road in effect because of both I6s. Ben electing for the barrel roll there instead of the target lock. This is perfect for me. This is the exact opportunity I want. I can modify dice right now because Midnight is horrible. And that's pretty good. 3 hits straight in. And that's 2 shields off Midnight in the first shot. Amazing work there, if I do say so myself.
That is
now,
good.
obviously, you're a first order pilot. You love these ships. Which would you have picked out of these two?
I would say Quick Draw, but only because I've not had the opportunity to fly Midnight all that often. Quick Draw features in quite a lot of my list, so it is probably one of my favourites. Then again, Midnight does have Duke, so...
I mean, one thing we found is Duke doesn't actually work with Midnight. Don't get me wrong, if Midnight hasn't got your target locked, Duke is amazing when you've got that evade. But we actually discovered, thank you to the comments, that when you've got your opponent target locked, because you can't modify attack or defense dice, that even stops you modifying attack or defense dice. So you can't actually get rid of an evade with Duke, which was an interesting thing we didn't realise. Oh, another shield off of Quick Draw there, and that is... Oh no, sorry, focus spent, no shield lost, that's ideal. Don't want to lose those charges for the double tap there. But yeah, I know what you mean. Quick Draw is just, I think, a really... I mean, obviously I flew Quick Draw, but I think it's a really good option in this sort of style of matchup with the ability to double tap. And the rotatable arc is actually really powerful. Oh, staying and getting very up close and personal there.
Going for it.
Well, this was the second to last game of the night. So we had 2 games running at the same time. So this was right at the end of the night. So, 1 damage going through, half points on Ben there. And it's a damage sensor array as well. So definitely does not want to be getting rid of that target lock. 2 shields off Quick Draw there. Now that does trigger... Oh, that's a blank out on the double tap. That's a bit frustrating. But with Midnight having damage sensor array, he's not going to want to get rid of that lock, so he won't be able to reacquire it. So this is going to make it incredibly tricky. And one thing we found with Midnight, if he doesn't spend that lock, it really reduces the output that he can actually get, but does save him quite a bit for being shot at back. Still staying right in there as well. Both these ships so nimble with really fun dials. They're trading some more long-range shots. Just the one hit. And Midnight is fine off that. Oh, an ideal opportunity to spend that target lock if he wants to. Would you have spent that target lock, Amy?
I would have.
Try and get that damage output in, yeah?
Yeah. Mind you, you guys have seen it before. I do tend to fly quite aggressively, so hence
True.
why I would want to spend the why I would want to spend the target lock.
I mean, we haven't nicknamed you Aggressive Amy for any other reason than you just... I mean, that Quinterceptor list that you flew, you just went straight into your opponent's face with that. And you know what? It actually paid off for you as well. I mean, taking out... I think, if I remember rightly, you almost wiped out a Star Viper in one turn because it blanked out on 5 green dice because you went aggressive on it, which was insane.
Yeah, it's hands down one of my favourite lists.
I love the TIE Interceptor. I'm really excited for Second Sister in the Hot Shots and Aces 2-pack. That's going to be quite a fun one. An Interceptor
Looking
with the
forward to
Force.
that.
Oh, so good. Very curious as to points cost on that, though. I don't know. I'm trying to... In my mind, I think it'll be either a 5 or a 6 pointer, and it all comes down to the amount of loadout you can give it. Ooh, taking those focuses for the defensive mods there. Oh, just one hit going through, and there's the evade that he needed. Just need to wait for the dice to slip up now on either side. Currently, I have the advantage half pointing on Ben, so if I can not lose that final shield, some would say that would be ideal. Now, I will say, when we were playing this game, it felt like we played so many rounds. Just really quick back and forth constantly. And all because of that target lock. Now my opportunity to get a free shot away here. Elected to take a target lock just in case... Oh, well, that's disappointing dice. Elected to take a target lock just in case at any point Ben spends his target lock so that I can actually use it. With Ben having target locked me so early, it became really difficult to decide what actions to do. Because if I wasn't looking to rotate or barrel roll, I kind of had focus or target lock, and it was a case of I couldn't do anything with them because of that lock. I couldn't modify. It was very challenging. Ideally wanted to get a nice range one shot with proton rockets if possible. That's probably one of the best options I can see on the board at the moment.
Would be a good shot.
Another just one dice, one result. So tricky. and no way of getting rid of that target lock other than going over that gas cloud, which don't really want to accidentally ionize myself, so trying to avoid that where possible. Oh, trying to head off a two turn there. Ben pretty much calling that quite nicely with that 4K.
I love that move so much.
I didn't expect it, I'm not going to lie. As we can tell with the barrel roll that I did, I assumed that Ben would be coming round and I'd hopefully catch him in the side. No damage there. Oh, so close. Just he's getting those single evades that he needs. And that's the final shield. We are at half points now on both ships, so gotta go for it. Last chance for the double tap. Just one hit, one crit. That isn't gonna do it with two evades coming back. That little TIE fighter, that target lock has been used as the absolute king of defensive mods there for him. And there's that too hard I was expecting. There's the in the side shot that I was looking for. Proton rockets. Oh, only 2 hits out of 5 dice. And he abates it. That was the opportunity there. That was the one that would have done it. That's two sloop there. Really tricky. Nothing I can do there to get. Just try and get distance now. Oh, blank out from Ben. Does he spend the target lock? That's the question. No, just...
Oh,
good old face-off.
does that bump? No. Or does it?
I think it did bump.
Yeah.
I mean, if it didn't bump, that's very impressive. And I haven't seen me stop to take a picture of it, so I assume it did bump. Because normally, no, yeah, it did bump, taking the stressful focus. Oh no, it didn't bump. That was a 4-dice shot there, so okay. That is incredibly tight there. Annoyingly, this does favour Ben, though, as I'm stressed that he's not. minute and a half left for either player now, just to really get that final shot. Arc rotation there, going for a rear shot. Range 3. Looks like it might just be unobstructed.
Did not quite close.
Hard to see from this angle without a top down, but Ben is really debating token spending. No evades. Oh, that puts quick draw down to 1 health. This is tough.
Still do it.
Oh, 2 hits
Still
coming
do
back. Oh, there was definitely an evade in there. I think that was 2 evades, unfortunately. This is going to be the final round for this game. Can either of us get that decisive shot in there? I'm in a pretty awkward position with that obstacle right in front of me, unfortunately. Oh, that's risky. And it fits.
That is very risky. I like it.
And it looks like I'm going to get the final shot. This is the last opportunity to steal that win.
It's doable.
Oh, not with just 1 hit and all those evades. So it does, after all of that, it does go to Final Salvo. So does Ben sneak those 3 points out, or do I get it? So printed die, 2 blanks. Ben gets the crit, so Ben, after all that, gets the win. Steals those 3 valuable points in what is a very close group. Very tough game, that one. That target lock, it just makes life very tricky. But let's have a quick look and see how the table is looking after that. So myself and Ben have played all of our games, so no more points to earn. So I'm still just at the top there with 12 points, so a 50% record for myself. Andy in second with 11. Ben makes his way up to third with 10 points, and Wes on 8 points. So it can still change. Wes and Andy up next. Potential for either one of those to steal first or second place quite easily. But Amy, thank you very much for joining us for that. I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a really good game.
Excellent. Well, guys, thank you very much for continuing to watch. We do have more games coming up soon, so please don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.